Good afternoon, Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. The ceremony is about to begin, so please kindly take your seat and switch your phone to silent mode. Thank you for your kind cooperation and attention. Once again, good afternoon. Welcome to this meaningful event, the closing ceremony of the 13th generation advanced course of the KSHRD Center. To all KSHRD students, as you are aware, throughout this 5 months of training, you have explored a wide range of the subjects, actively participated in volunteering activities, and created lasting memories together. Beyond that, you have successfully completed your group projects, each one testament your creativity, collaboration, and attention. While you may not realize it, your work has the potential to contribute meaningfully to the development of Cambodian society in the years to come. As this chapter concludes, remember that the advanced course is not merely an end. It is a new beginning. The skills, discipline, and experience you have gained here are powerful tools that will guide you through your professional career and lifelong learning. Keep pushing boundaries, stay curious, and most importantly, continue to grow not only as skill developer, but also as innovator and leader who will shape the future of Cambodian technology landscape. Congratulations on your remarkable accomplishment. We are all proud of what you have achieved and excited to see what lies ahead in your next chapter. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, today marks a truly meaningful occasion for the KSHRD Center as we come together to celebrate a meaningful and memorable milestone. It is my honor to officially commend the closing ceremony of the 13th generation advanced course of the Korea Software HRD Center. Let us begin this event with a warm and heartfelt welcome. Please give a big round of applause. Thank you so much. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Before we proceed the ceremony, I would like to announce the agenda for today's proceeding. First, 3 students of the 13th generation advanced course will come up to deliver a presentation on their project that they have worked on. And they represent the group HRD Portal, Android Shield, and Smart Out. After presentation, we will have a 20-minute coffee break. After the break, we will welcome the arrival of His Excellency Sovisopi. Once welcome, we welcome you to listen to the next 3 groups of students. Then they represent the group Sequolis, Androshil, and Pentrabo. Following this presentation, Mr. Kim Han-soo, Country Director of KSHRD Center, will deliver a progress report of 13th generation advanced course. This will be followed by a congratulatory remark from Mr. Sok Chang-soo, Chairman of Korea Webcast Group. Afterwards, we will have the congratulatory remark by Mr. Park Yong-chun, Chief Strategy Officer, Senior Managing Director of KB Financial Group. Following this, His Excellency Sovisopi, Secretary of State of the Ministry of Posts and Telecommunications, will give his congratulatory remark. Moving forward, 2 students of 13th generation advanced course will express their heartfelt journey about their study experience here at KSHRD in Korean language. Afterward, we will have the award ceremony followed by the Korean song performance and a photo session together. To conclude the event, we will gather for a buffet dinner together. His and Her Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, let us continue by watching and listening to the project presentation, video demonstration, and live demonstration by our students. So without any further delay, I would like to give this honor stage to the first group, each group, HRD Portal. That will be presented by Ms. Panimo to do a project presentation. Please welcome.
Good afternoon, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Padimol, and today it is a great honor to stand before you. I'm proud to present a project that is transforming education management and academic operation at Korea Software HRD Center. But, ladies and gentlemen, before we dive into the system itself, let's take a moment to understand how this project began and why it becomes such an important mission for us. Let's get into it. Korea Software HRD Center is an academic training center for training software professionals. HRD Center's vision is to become the best software professional training center in ASEAN, empowering the next generation of IT experts to shape and thrive in digital future. As HRD Center expanded and student number grew, managing academic activity became increasingly complex. However, our current system has several limitations. Many processes still require administrators to rely on multiple platforms like Google Sheets, Google Drive, and Microsoft Excel, which slow down their work. At the same time, teachers face the similar challenges. They use separate platforms for manage lessons, share resources, and assigning tasks like assignments, exams, and presentations. Meanwhile, for students, the struggle was real, not because a lack of effort, but because the system itself was fragmented and disconnected. Seeing an opportunity to transform challenges into growth, Call Company, one of our closest and most trusted partners, collaborated with us in transforming this innovation into life. They proposed this project to enhance HRD Center digital infrastructure, improve connectivity across departments, and advance academic management to the next levels of excellence. After months of teamwork, dedication, and countless hours of collaboration, finally that vision came to life. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to introduce HRD Portal, a school management system where multiple operations work as a service to serve HRD Center. It currently contains multiple services including attendance service, ODA, HRD exam service, and other upcoming services can be integrated later as needed. HRD Portal also connects administrators, teachers, and students in a single digital space, transforming the way we manage education. With HRD Portal, managing education is simpler, tasks get done faster, and everyone can focus on what matters most: teaching, learning, and growing. Having seen what HRD Portal represents, now let's dive into the detail of how this system works. HRD Portal is built around three core user roles: administrators who manage users, organize generation and classes, and track overall academic performance. For teachers who organize their teaching process, handle tasks, and manage learning resources. And for students who actively engage in their learning by submitting work, tracking their progress, and assessing study materials. This journey begins with generation management, a powerful feature that gives administrators a complete over organizing academic data. They can effortlessly add teachers, students, and staff either by input users' information manually or import entire dataset directly from Excel, saving valuable time and minimizing repetitive work. Generation and classes are dynamically arranged, ensuring the task accuracy, easy tracking, and a smoother academic workflow. After organizing generation and classes, task management feature take learning coordination to the next levels, simplifying how lesson, activities, and assessment are assigned, tracked, and completed. For teacher, it provides an all-in-one space to create tasks like class sessions, assignments, presentations, and examinations using HRD exam service. Once assigned, students can easily submit their work, monitor their progress in real time, and always know exactly where they stand, whether tasks are still in progress or already completed. To make teaching and learning even more seamless, resource management feature centralize all learning material in one secure place. For administrators and teachers, they can upload lesson plans, books, and reference at once, making them instantly accessible for students to read or download anytime, anywhere. Finally, everything comes together in dashboard. Here, every user can see exactly what matters most to them. For administrators, it delivers real-time insight into overall academic activity, class performance, and user engagement, allowing them to organize operations efficiently. For teachers, it offers a complete overview of class schedule, student submissions, and progress all in one place that keeps them focused and productive. And for students, it highlights upcoming tasks, submitted works, and accessible learning materials that helps them to stay informed, motivated, and always on track. From generation management to dashboard, all features of HRD portal work together to create one connected system. To wrap up, HRD portal is more than just a system. It is a vision of future education at Korea Software HRD Center. A vision that empowers teachers, engages students, and helps our center to truly thrive in digital age. This achievement would not have been possible without my incredible teammates. I'm deeply proud to stand beside each one of you who made this vision a reality. To Co-Sign Company, thank you for your unwavering commitment in proposing this project to us. Lastly, to our mentors, teachers, and fellow students, thank you for your guidance, encouragement, and inspiration. Thank you for being part of this journey. Together with HRD Portal connects you to various opportunities in IT field. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Panimo, for your interesting project presentation. Now, I would like to invite the next group, Andrew Shields, which will present by Mr. Ang Sikiat to do a video demonstration. Please welcome.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Before I begin, I would like to express my deepest respect to His and Her Excellencies, all instructor, honorable guests, and dear friends who have joined us for this wonderful event. My name is Ang Sikiat, and I'm truly honored to present our project, a system designed to help companies easily and effectively control, track, and manage their Android device. Here's what we'll be covering today, starting from the introduction and ending with our conclusion. So without further ado, let's get started. So, as you already know, in today's tech-driven world, phone has become an essential tool for staying connected, accessing company data on the go, and getting work efficiently. Because of that, many companies have started providing phone for their employees as a necessity. For instance, the sales team use them to reach customers, the testing team use them to test mobile app, and customer support rely on them to assist users quickly and directly. This device has become more than just a communication tool. It has become essential for keeping business running smoothly. But at first, it seems convenient, but here's the real question. How do companies make sure all those devices are being used properly, securely, and productively? Well, once a company starts providing phone for their employees, someone has to take responsibility of keeping track which device belongs to whom, what it's used for, or where it ends up. And of course, it seems easy enough. The admin might log everything to a Excel sheet or a huge shared document, and for a while, that system works. But as more and more devices get added, things start to slip. Records become outdated, devices get misplaced, and nobody's entirely sure which device is still secure or up to date. It's not our control, but it's far from organized. And while those tools like Excel sheet help you record information, that's all they do. They take notes, but they don't actually provide you control of how those devices are being used. Well, what could possibly go wrong, you may ask? Let's say you get an employee a phone to use, but what if they install a random or unauthorized app that expose their device to risk, or using company phone to go to social media instead of working, or even worse, lose the phone completely, with the risk of getting their data leaked. So what starts as simple, which as hand out some phone, can quietly turn into a series of small headaches that builds up over time. And that's where it hit you. Maybe it's not about giving device, it's about managing them smartly. And that's exactly the problem EndoShield is here to solve. EndoShield is a smart device management platform that helps companies secure, monitor, and remotely control their Android device all from a single platform. To truly understand what EndoShield can do, we have prepared a short video demonstration that brings our system to life. So without any further delay, let's jump right into the video.
ជំរាបសួរនាងខ្ញុំឈ្មោះចរិយាសប្តាហ៍ថ្ងៃខ្ញុំជា Manager នៅក្នុងក្រុមហ៊ុន Korea ជាក្រុមហ៊ុន IT Security Solution មួយដែលឈានមកគេនៅក្នុងប្រទេសកូរ៉េខាងត្បូងហើយមានសាខានៅក្នុងប្រទេសជាតិកម្ពុជាខ្ញុំមានតួនាទីជាអ្នកគ្រប់គ្រងបុគ្គលិកក៏ដូចជាដំណើរការងារនៅក្នុងក្រុមហ៊ុនបានផ្ដល់ជូននូវទូរស័ព្ទទៅដល់បុគ្គលិកដើម្បីប្រើប្រាស់ជាពិសេសក្នុង Department IT និង SAL សម្រាប់ទុកឯកសារនិងទំនាក់ទំនងការងារប្រចាំថ្ងៃលោកគ្នាយើង
សួស្តីបង
អញ្ចឹងបើហើយមកហ្នឹងដើម្បីចង់ប្រាប់ថាក្រុមហ៊ុនរបស់យើងបានផ្ដល់ជូននូវទូរស័ព្ទដើម្បីឲ្យពួកឯងងាយស្រួលក្នុងការធ្វើការងារហើយក៏ធ្វើការងារបានលឿនជាមួយគ្នាចុះណានជួយសញ្ញាឯកសារនេះផងដើម្បីបញ្ជាក់ថាអូនឯងបានទទួលទូរស័ព្ទហើយទូរស័ព្ទនេះសម្រាប់ភិរៈនេះសម្រាប់ស៊ីគៀត
អរគុណបង
ចុះនៅពេលដែលបានទូរស័ព្ទទៅអូនឯងជួយប្រើថែផងហើយក៏ធ្វើការងារតាមទូរនទីរៀងខ្លួនទៅ
អរគុណច្រើនបង
ហើយបុគ្គលិកក៏ច្រើន device ក៏ច្រើនចាប់តាមពីទូរស័ព្ទរបស់ក្រុមហ៊ុនដែលផ្ដល់ទៅកាន់បុគ្គលិកកាន់តែច្រើនទៅខ្ញុំពិតជាពិបាកក្នុងការគ្រប់គ្រងទៅលើទូរស័ព្ទទាំងអស់នឹងខ្លាំងហើយលើនេះទៅទៀតណាបុគ្គលិកខ្លះបែរទៅទូរស័ព្ទរបស់ក្រុមហ៊ុនទៅលេងហ្គេមខ្លះទៀតយកលេង social media ដែលធ្វើផលិតភាពការងារមានការធ្លាក់ចុះជាខ្លាំងមិនត្រឹមតែប៉ុណ្ណោះបុគ្គលិកមួយចំនួនទៀតបានធ្វើឲ្យបាត់ទូរស័ព្ទដែលធ្វើឲ្យប៉ះពាល់ដល់ទិន្នន័យនៃឯកសារសំខាន់ៗរបស់ក្រុមហ៊ុនផងដែរដោយសារតែក្រុមហ៊ុនបានជួបបញ្ហាទាំងអស់នេះហើយតែពួកយើងធ្វើការប្រជុំពិភាក្សាគ្នាទាក់ទងទៅនឹងការបង្កើតនៅ platform មួយដើម្បីគ្រប់គ្រងទៅលើទូរស័ព្ទទាំងអស់នោះហើយពីខែក្រោយមកក្រុម developer ក៏បានអភិវឌ្ឍនៅ platform មួយឡើងហើយ platform នោះគឺ EndoShield គឺជា web application មួយដែលជួយសម្រួលទៅដល់ម្ចាស់ក្រុមហ៊ុនក្នុងការគ្រប់គ្រងទូរស័ព្ទ Android ដែលផ្ដល់ជូនទៅដល់បុគ្គលិកនិងទូរស័ព្ទ Android របស់បុគ្គលិកផ្ទាល់ខ្លួនក្នុងនោះរួមមានការកំណត់នៅចំនួនកម្មវិធីក្នុងទូរស័ព្ទដែលបុគ្គលិកអាចប្រើប្រាស់បានការកំណត់ទៅលើ setting ទាំងស្រុងរបស់ទូរស័ព្ទដៃនិងការកំណត់មុខងារតាមដានទីតាំងទូរស័ព្ទរបស់ក្រុមហ៊ុនលើសពីនេះទៅទៀត EndoShield ក៏មានមុខងារក្នុងការលុបទិន្នន័យទាំងស្រុងក្នុងទូរស័ព្ទក្រុមហ៊ុនករណីបាត់ទូរស័ព្ទឬមានបញ្ហាណាមួយកើតឡើងផងដែរដើម្បីចូលទៅកាន់ EndoShield លោកអ្នកគ្រាន់តែបញ្ចូលនៅ endoshield.khshrd.app នោះលោកអ្នកនឹងចូលទៅកាន់គេហទំព័រដើមដែលមានបង្ហាញនៅព័ត៌មានលម្អិតអំពី EndoShield ហើយលោកអ្នកអាចធ្វើការ log in ដោយបំពេញនៅ email និង password ជាការស្រេចបន្ទាប់ពីបាន log in រួចមកនៅលោកអ្នកនឹងឃើញ dashboard ដែលបង្ហាញនៅចំនួន device application employee និង policy ស្រាប់ដែលមាននៅក្នុង system មុខងារទី1មុខងារ device ដើម្បីធ្វើការគ្រប់គ្រងទៅលើទូរស័ព្ទដៃបានលោកអ្នកគ្រាន់តែចូលទៅកាន់មុខងារ device រួចចុចទៅលើប៊ូតុង register រួចធ្វើការជ្រើសរើស policy ដែលមានស្រាប់និងបុគ្គលិកដែលទទួលខុសត្រូវលើទូរស័ព្ទនោះបន្ទាប់មកចុច generate QR code ដើម្បីធ្វើការ register ជាការស្រេច ងារទី2មុខងារ policy លើបនេះទៅទៀតដើម្បីកំណត់ policy របស់ទូរស័ព្ទបានលោកអ្នកអាចចូលទៅកាន់ option policy រួចធ្វើការចុចលើប៊ូតុង create policy ហើយធ្វើការកំណត់មុខងារមួយចំនួនដូចជាមុខងារ app control លោកអ្នកអាចធ្វើការកំណត់ចំនួន application ដែលអនុញ្ញាតឲ្យដំណើរការឬមិនដំណើរការនៅលើទូរស័ព្ទដៃរបស់លោកអ្នកមិនត្រឹមតែប៉ុណ្ណោះលោកអ្នកអាចធ្វើការកំណត់ setting មួយចំនួនដូចជាមិនអនុញ្ញាតឲ្យប្រើកាមេរ៉ា Bluetooth printer និងមុខងារសំខាន់ៗជាច្រើនទៀតបន្ទាប់មកលោកអ្នកចុចលើប៊ូតុង create policy ជាការស្រេចមុខងារទី3មុខងារ location tracking មុខងារ location tracking ជាមុខងារមួយដ៏សំខាន់ដែលអនុញ្ញាតឲ្យលោកអ្នកអាចធ្វើការតាមដាននៅទីតាំងទូរស័ព្ទរបស់ក្រុមហ៊ុនដែលបានផ្ដល់ជូនទៅកាន់បុគ្គលិកនីមួយៗក្នុងការប្រើប្រាស់ផងដែរមុខងារចុងក្រោយមុខងារ factory reset អ្វីដែលកាន់តែពិសេសជាងនេះទៅទៀតក្នុងករណីទូរស័ព្ទរបស់ក្រុមហ៊ុនបាត់ដែលវាអាចធ្វើឲ្យបាច់ឃ្លានៅទិន្នន័យសំខាន់ៗរបស់ក្រុមហ៊ុននៅក្នុងទូរស័ព្ទលោកអ្នកអាចប្រើប្រាស់នៅមុខងារ factory reset ដើម្បីធ្វើការលុបទិន្នន័យសំខាន់ៗទាំងអស់នោះបានយ៉ាងងាយស្រួលAndroid amplify security, accelerate productivity.
Thank you for watching. I hope it gave you a clear picture of how Android simplifies device management while keeping everything secure and under control. So to wrap things up, Android keeps all Android devices organized, monitored, and work ready. It helps admin manage apps, enforce policy, and ensure all Android devices are being used properly, making device management simpler and more reliable to everyone. Before I end this presentation, I would like to take a moment to thank the people behind this project. First, I would like to sincerely thank to our main sponsor, Webcash Group and KB Financial Group, for their support and trust in our work. And I would also like to extend our appreciation to Shunation for proposing this project and their valuable support throughout the development process. And to my teammates, thank you for your hard work, dedication, and creativity. And to our mentors, your guidance and encouragement has been invaluable to us throughout this journey. This project wouldn't be possible without all of you. As we bring this presentation to a close, thank you for your time and attention. With Android Shield, amplify security, accelerate productivity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Amstia, for your beautiful video demonstration. Now, I would like to invite the next group, Smart Off, that will present by Mr. Nochan Mekara to do a project presentation. Please welcome.
Greetings, Your Excellencies. Good afternoon, honorable guests, instructors, and all of my fellow friends. My name is Nochan Mekara. Today, I represent the DevOps team to introduce an automated platform that simplifies and accelerates deployment. Here is the table of content that I'm going through in this presentation. Now, with that said, let me proceed to the introduction. Imagine typing a website name in your browser, and it appears in just a few seconds. It looks simple, right? But behind that, there's a lot of things happening in the background. For any website to be accessible from anywhere in the world, it must go through a process called deployment. The step where developers push their work to a live environment, so users can access it instantly. But deployment doesn't happen by just one person alone. It involves two important teams working together. The development team who build the application, and the operation team who manage server environment and release application constantly. Both teams need to collaborate closely to make sure every update goes live smoothly. However, in reality, this collaboration isn't always easy, and this is where the real problem begins. When the developer releases the new version of the application, the operation team has to test it manually, find bugs, and report issues. Then the development team has to wait for the feedback, fix the problem, and send it back again. This back and forth kept repeating, causing long delay and slow down the entire development process. So, what if both teams could work together as one? That's exactly where DevOps comes in. A culture and methodology that bridges the gap between the development team and the operation team, making the whole process faster, smoother, and more reliable. To achieve that, DevOps focuses on two key practices, which are continuous integration and continuous deployment, or CI/CD. Together, they form into an automated workflow that handles on building, testing, deploying, and monitoring, allow teams to release software quickly and efficiently. So, how can we bring this DevOps approach in a real operation? Well, ladies and gentlemen, to show you how we apply DevOps in a real operational environment, we proudly introduce SmartOps, our platform that brings DevOps principles to life. So, what will SmartOps do for you? It all begins with the developer writing the application code and pushing it to a repository like GitHub. From there, SmartOps will take over the continuous integration process. It automatically build and test the application. When all code passes all tests and builds successfully, it moves to the next stage, continuous deployment. At this stage, SmartOps automatically deploys the latest version of the application, and when the deployment is successful, SmartOps lets user monitor it in real time. If anything goes wrong, it instantly notifies the user. And when the user updates the application code and posts the new version to the repository, SmartOps will automatically deploy the new version of their application. SmartOps handles everything from building, testing, deploying, and monitoring. Now, let's move to the part we've been waiting for, the feature that makes SmartOps truly powerful. Here's, ladies and gentlemen, how SmartOps improves deployment experience by making it easier, faster, and more efficient. And here are some of our best features. First, which is application deployment. With SmartOps, user can deploy several types of applications such as React, React Node.js, and Spring Boot. To deploy the application, user simply need to input required information such as deployment name, Git repository URL, and so on. But if the Git repository is private, then user simply need to provide GitHub credentials to the deployment. While deploying, SmartOps lets user watch everything in real time. It shows live deployment log, so user can see exactly what's happening behind the scene. Moreover, if the new version of the application has any issue, SmartOps also provides user a rollback feature, so preventing downtime and saving time. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here what makes SmartOps stand out from the rest. Believe it or not, our platform can turn a simple text to a real deployment. We proudly introduce AI chatbot assistant powered by Llama model. This AI is especially helpful for new users who may not know how to deploy manually on the platform. With SmartOps AI, users have two choices. You can let the AI guide you step by step through the deployment process, or you can simply type a short prompt include required information such as Git repository URL, branch name, and GitHub credentials. Then the AI will automatically deploy the application for you. It's fast, it's smart, and it makes deployment easier than ever before. And once the application is successfully deployed, SmartOps take it one step further. It automatically gives the application a default domain name, so user can access it instantly. No extra setup needed. On top of that, SmartOps also provides built-in HTTPS, giving the application a secure and trusted connection. No certificate, no menu configuration. Everything is ready the moment deployment is live. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about one of the core components of every application, which is the database. With SmartOps, managing database becomes incredibly easy. Our platform supports multiple types of database such as MongoDB, MySQL, and PostgreSQL. So instead of spending hours setting up database manually, user can simply select the database type, enter, or customize the details such as username, password, and database name. And with just one click, your database is instantly created in the platform. So that's all about our base feature, but our vision for SmartOp doesn't stop here. We have more features planned to provide developers with even more powerful tools such as resource monitoring. This feature will allow developers to monitor their application resource consumption, providing key information such as RAM usage and CPU usage. More than that, SmartOp plans to support additional frameworks including Angular, Vue.js, and Python Fast API. With this upcoming improvement, developers will have more flexibility and more choices. So to conclude, what does SmartOp truly give you? It's simple. It's like having your own operation team working alongside you, automating deployment, managing configuration, and ensuring everything runs smoothly. SmartOp is your automated operation team that lets you push code while we handle the rest. So, empowering developers to focus on what truly matters, building and innovating. So before ending this presentation, I would like to extend my heartfelt appreciation to KB Prasad for their mentorship. And I also would like to express my deepest gratitude to our mentor for their invaluable guidance, support, and encouragement. Finally, a big thank you for my teammates for their collaboration, effort, and dedication. Thank you for your time and attention. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Janmekara, for your impressive project presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for a short break. Please enjoy the refreshment and snacks. We welcome you our event after a 20-minute break. Thank you. Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Please stand up and welcome the arrival of His Excellency Suwitati, Secretary of State and Ministry of Post and Telecommunications. Please welcome. Thank you. You may now be seated. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed to the next agenda, I would like to invite everyone to join us in a moment of silent reflection. We now begin a special tribute to honor the brave soldiers who sacrificed their lives in the line of duty. Their courage, their loyalty, and their unwavering commitment to protecting our nation remain forever etched in our hearts. So now I invite everyone to please stand up and join us in a moment of silence.
네, 그분 여러분, 잠시 경영한 마음으로 묵념하는 시간을 갖도록 하겠습니다. 우리는 조국을 위해 목숨을 바친 용감한 공인들을 기리는 특별한 추모식을 시작합니다. 모두 자리에서 일어나 잠시 묵념해 주시기 바랍니다.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated.
감사합니다.
Welcome back, our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we would like to continue our event by listening to project presentation, video demonstration, and live demonstration by our students. So now starting from group Sequoias, that will present by Mr. Mayuthirat to do a live demonstration. Please welcome.
Good afternoon, Your Excellencies, honorable guests, and everyone present. It is a great honor to have you all here today. My name is Mayuthirat, and I am part of the development team behind Sequoia, an AI-powered analytics platform that allows anyone to analyze data without needing technical skills. And for those of you who may not be familiar, SQL or SQL stands for Structured Query Language. So it's basically a tool or a language that IT professionals use to get results and answers from large amounts of data stored in databases. So before we get to explore the features that SQL has to offer, let us first take a look at the problem that got us here. So let us picture this. It's a Monday morning at a finance company. The finance team gathers for their weekly meeting, looking at a wall of numbers and charts. And then the manager asks a question. Can you give me a graph showing the monthly profit breakdown for 2024? Now, this question here might sound simple, but answering that is no simple task at all. Because normally, the team needs to open multiple Excel files, check through different Power BI dashboards, and sometimes they even need to call in a data analyst to run a bunch of SQL queries to get the results that they need. And so minutes turn into hours, and by the time the report is ready, the discussion might have already moved on, and so has the opportunity to act. So this happens in countless companies every single day, not because they lack the data. They actually have more than ever before, but understanding that data still takes time, tools, and technical skills. And so we ask ourselves, what if analyzing data did not require you to be a data expert? And what if managers, finance officers, or even new employees could simply ask a question and then get the insights that they need instantly? Well, that question there led us to build something entirely new, a system that turns data exploration into a conversation. But ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce Sequoia, a next-generation platform that redefines how companies connect with their financial data. Because in today's world, quick and accurate insights aren't just helpful, they are the key factors that separate companies that react from those that lead. And so the idea is simple. Anyone should be able to explore data as easily as asking a question. And with SQList, you simply have to type out what you want to know, and within seconds, SQList will transform your words into real actionable insights, complete with clear explanations and visualization to give you a clear view of the data. And so it's like having your own data analyst to finance reporter and presentation designer all working together instantly. And so now that we have talked about the idea behind SQList, let us take a step further to understand how things work. And so let us jump into a live demonstration and explore the core features together. So without any further ado, let's get started. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SQList, your intelligent partner for turning complex data into clear, actionable insights. So, right after you logged in, you are greeted by the dashboard with an overview of today's data to keep users updated with their current performance through KPI cards and various types of charts, as you can see here, and a table to let the users see what they need to see at a glance. But that is just the surface. What if the user wants to dig deeper to understand why things changed or which factors drove those results? And worry not, ladies and gentlemen, because here is where our AI chatbot is built for exactly. So let us move on to our chatbot and check it out together. And so with SQList and our AI chatbot here, all you need to do is just simply type out what you want to know. You don't need to write any queries or check through spreadsheets at all. So I'll just go ahead and use the question from earlier. So I'll just say, can you give me a graph showing the monthly profit breakdown for 2024? Okay, let's give it a second. So SQList understands both English and Korean, so you can ask in either of those languages and get the insights that you need within seconds. And so just give it a few seconds. Okay, here we go. And as you can see here, this is the result. And as you can see, it includes a clear explanation. So the insight here is the explanation of what really is going on here. And a visualization that could be in many different types depending on the question that you ask. And the best part is that all of the visuals generated here can be pinned by the user to a container that they can then use them on their reports later, so that they would not need to spend any extra time recreating them again at all. And that sounds pretty cool, right? And what's even better is that our AI doesn't just answer, it actually remembers and keeps building up context as you go on. So this makes it really easy for you to dig deeper, and it even suggests questions like these based on what was asked before. So I just click on one of these here. And so with this context awareness here, now exploring data feels very easy because you can just keep on going without having to rephrase your question at all. And this makes it feel less like a technical task and more like chatting with a colleague, one question leading to another. And here we have the result, ladies and gentlemen. So now that we have explored our current performance, we have seen how things have been going, but the question here is, what's next? And that is where our forecasting feature comes in. So let us move on to our forecasting feature. Okay, so here we go. So with forecasting here is built to give the user a prediction of what their future trends might look like based on their existing data. So the user can generate two types of forecasts. So we have sales and purchase, depending on what you want to focus on. So I'll just go ahead and generate a 6 month of sales forecast. So I'll just click on here, and let's get a few seconds. Okay, here. Within a matter of seconds, we will give you a forecasted values within a comprehensive forecast dashboard, as you can see here. So it has all of the numbers and percentage change, as you can see there, and confidence scores and the risk level of the prediction. And so with forecasting here, you no longer see just where your data stands today. You actually see where it's headed next. So this empowers finance team to make proactive data-driven decisions before the market even shifts. And so now that we have generated our insights and predicted our futures, the next logical step is to present these findings, right? And that is where our report features comes in. So let us move on to our report page and check it out. Okay, so in here, users can choose to generate up to 4 types of reports. So we have daily, as you can see here, monthly, yearly, and custom, where the user can specify where to start and where to end. So to save time, I'll just go ahead and use one of our existing reports here. So I'll just click on this one. Okay, so here's the report. So each of the types that I've mentioned from earlier comes with a pre-built template, as you can see here, so that the users can generate a complete report instantly. And you don't have to worry, even if they are pre-built, everything here is still fully customizable. So if you see something that you don't need, for example this one, I don't really need it, so you can just remove it. And everything here is fully customizable to your liking, so you can drag and drop, resize everything. It is yours. And once your report is ready, sharing your personal report is just as seamless, because we have provided 2 ways that you can do so. So first, you can export it as a PDF file if you want to keep it as a physical record, or 2, you can publish it onto the web, where we will then give you a link that you can copy and share with your team. So let us, I'll just go ahead and check it out. Okay. So here is the published report. So as you can see here, it has the exact layout from earlier. So with this, sharing your reports across teams feels just as seamless as making them. So as you can see here, SQList, from exploring your current performance to predicting your futures and finally presenting your findings, everything is brought into one seamless, intelligent platform. So to sum it up, SQList redefines how we experience data. It transforms complexity into clarity, making insights not just understandable, but actionable. With natural language querying, predictive analytics, and smart visualization, SQList empowers everyone on your team, from managers to marketers and decision makers, to truly converse with their data and not just analyze it. Because we believe that the future of analytics is not about collecting more numbers, it's about unlocking stories, discovering opportunities, and acting with data-driven decisions. SQList, where data finally speaks your language. And finally, on behalf of my team, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our mentors. Your unwavering guidance and support have been valuable to us. And I would also like to express my sincere appreciation to my team. Your dedication and perseverance have been vital to our achievement, and I am truly grateful to have shared this journey with all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of my presentation. Thank you for your time and attention. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Minister, for your impressive live demonstration. Now, I would like to invite the next group, ODA, that will present by Ms. Mongmani to do a video demonstration. Please welcome.
First of all, I would like to warmly welcome honorable guests, respected teacher, and all my fellow students. My name is Mongmani, and I'm truly proud to be the 13th generation student of the Korea Software HRD Center. Today, I'm very excited to present our project called RDA, which stands for Record Daily Attendance App, a part of HRD portal system that manages attendance for both students and staff. Now, let me walk you through today's flow, starting from the introduction to conclusion. As we know, nowadays, we live in a time where technology simplifies almost every part of our life, from communication to education. Innovation continue to make our daily routine faster and smarter. Inspired by this idea, our project brings the same convenience to the school environment through the Record Daily Attendance app, a system that manages attendance of students and staff. Ladies and gentlemen, if we talk about attendance, it sounds simple, right? You just scan your card and be done. But reality is never that easy. Most schools still rely on scanning card or biometric machine to record attendance. Now imagine one day, many staff and students were in line scanning one by one. Oh, this wastes so much time. Then let's not forget about fake attendance. Some students might send the ID card and ask a friend to scan for them. And it doesn't stop there. When a student needs to ask permission, they have to fill out a paper form and wait for admin approval. You see, what should be a simple task turned into a frustrating process. Ladies and gentlemen, after realizing how stressful attendance used to be, my team and I want to make it reliable and completely stress-free. That's why we create Record Daily Attendance app to make attendance more comfortable. Now, to clearer understand of how RDA works, my team and I have prepared a short video demonstration. So please take a moment and enjoy our video together.
ជំរាបសួរនាងខ្ញុំឈ្មោះស៊ូផាលីនជានិស្សិតចំនួនទី13នៃមជ្ឈមណ្ឌល Korea Software HRD ដូចដែលលោកអ្នកបានដឹងស្រាប់ហើយថាបច្ចុប្បន្ននេះបច្ចេកវិទ្យាមានការរីកចម្រើនខ្លាំងហើយដើម្បីឆ្លើយតបទៅនឹងការរីកចម្រើននេះមជ្ឈមណ្ឌល Korea Software HRD មានចក្ខុវិស័យក្នុងការកែប្រែប្រព័ន្ធអប់រំទៅជាបែប Digital ទាំងអស់ក្នុងនោះរួមមានការគ្រប់គ្រងវត្តមានរបស់សិស្សនិងបុគ្គលិកការគ្រប់គ្រងសំណើស្នើសុំការឈប់សម្រាកនិងសុំថែមម៉ោងជាដើមអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាទោះបីជាការប្រើប្រាស់ម៉ាស៊ីន scan ដៃមានភាពងាយស្រួលក៏ពិតមែនប៉ុន្តែសារសម័យមើលចុះបើសិនជាម៉ាស៊ីនមានបញ្ហាឬមួយក៏សិស្សមកជន់មកគ្នាច្រើនអ្នកអញ្ចឹងវាប្រកាសជាមានភាពយឺតយ៉ាវដល់សិស្សជាក់ជាមិនខានមួយវិញទៀតចំពោះការថែមម៉ោងនិងសុំច្បាប់សិស្សប្រកាសជាត្រូវការទៅសេកដាសុំច្បាប់និងថែមម៉ោងដែលផ្ទាល់ហើយត្រូវអត់ចុះបើសិនជាករណីដែលពួកគាត់មានការងារបន្ទាន់អញ្ចឹងគួរធ្វើមកយើតែឥឡូវហ្នឹងបញ្ហាត្រូវបានដោះស្រាយហើយដោយសារតែ RDA Mobile App គឺត្រូវបានបង្កើតឡើង ថ្ងៃនេះខ្ញុំនឹងមកណែនាំមុខងារសំខាន់ៗនៅក្នុង RDA Mobile App ដែលជួយសម្រួលទៅដល់ការងាររដ្ឋបាលដូចជាការកត់ត្រាវត្តមានការសុំច្បាប់និងការថែម៉ោងដែលនឹងត្រូវបានផ្លាស់ប្ដូរមកជាបែប Digital ទាំងអស់មុខងារទី1មុខងារកត់ត្រាវត្តមានជំនួសឲ្យការប្រើប្រាស់ម៉ាស៊ីន scan ដៃរាល់ម៉ោងចូលនិងចេញត្រូវបានកត់ត្រាដោយផ្ទាល់នៅក្នុង RDA Mobile App ដែលគ្រាន់តែអូសទៅលើប៊ូតុន Check In និង Check Out ឈប់ចុះបើសិនជាសិស្ស check in មកពីផ្ទះមិនទៅកុំបារម្ភជាមួយនឹង RDA មានមុខងារតាមដានទីតាំងលុះត្រាតែសិស្សមកដល់ទីតាំងសាលាទើបពួកគាត់អាចប្រើប្រាស់មុខងារនេះបានដូច្នេះសាលាចំណេញមួយផ្នែកទៅលើការទិញម៉ាស៊ីន scan ដៃនិងជួសជុលមុខងារទី2មុខងារសុំច្បាប់សិស្សលែងលំបាកទៅសរសេរក្រដាសសុំច្បាប់ដែលផ្ទាល់ទៀតហើយជាពិសេសករណីដែលសិស្សមានការងារបន្ទាន់ត្រូវធ្វើដោយមុខងារសុំច្បាប់អនុញ្ញាតឲ្យសិស្សអាចធ្វើការបំពេញទម្រង់បែបបទសុំច្បាប់បានយ៉ាងមានភាពងាយស្រួលនៅក្នុង RDA Mobile App ហើយរាល់ការសុំច្បាប់នឹងត្រូវបានជូនដំណឹងទៅកាន់ admin ដូច្នេះ admin អាចធ្វើការអនុញ្ញាតនិងបដិសេធសំណើរបស់សិស្សបានមុខងារចុងក្រោយមុខងារថែមម៉ោងមុខងារថែមម៉ោងគឺជាមុខងារមួយដែលមានភាពងាយស្រួលខ្លាំងមែនទែនសម្រាប់សិស្សក្នុងការស្នើសុំថែមម៉ោងក្នុងករណីចាំបាច់ឬបង្ហាញការងារបន្ទាន់ណាមួយដោយសិស្សអាចធ្វើការចូលទៅកាន់ option request overtime ដែលមាននៅក្នុង RDA Mobile App រួចធ្វើការបំពេញព័ត៌មានមួយចំនួនរួចធ្វើការ apply ជាការស្រេចហើយសិស្សក៏មិនចាំបាច់បារម្ភអំពីការអនុញ្ញាតនិងបដិសេធពី admin នោះទេរាល់ការអនុញ្ញាតនិងបដិសេធពី admin នឹងមានសារជូនដំណឹងត្រឡប់មកវិញចាប់ផ្ដើមប្រើប្រាស់ RDA ថ្ងៃនេះដើម្បីទទួលបានបទពិសោធន៍ដ៏ឆ្លាតវៃនិងប្រសើរជាងមុននាងខ្ញុំស៊ូផាលីនសូមអរគុណសូមជម្រាបលា
Thank you for watching. Hope our project can turn your everyday attendance task into a smooth and efficient experience. As you can see, our project has shown a great potential, but our journey doesn't stop here. In the future, we plan to create a chat feature that allows students, staff, and admin to communicate directly in the app without switching to different apps. We believe that this will make our project faster, smarter, and more connected than ever before. To wrap up what we have covered today, here is a quick summary. RDA is a smart system designed to make attendance easy, fast, and accurate. Both students and staff can easily check in and check out using their location, tracking their own attendance through a personal dashboard, and request permission directly in the app without switching, no more paper form or waiting. Meanwhile, the admin can manage all the attendance data throughout the school. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings my presentation to an end. I truly appreciate for your time and attention today. My team and I would like to express our heartfelt thanks to Korea Software HRD Center and our sponsor for this wonderful opportunity to learn and grow. This journey has been truly inspiring and developed us both professionally and personally. And we are also deeply grateful to Co-Sign Company for shaping our skills, our industry mentor for their valuable guidance and support. Before I finish, I would like to take a moment to thank my teammates for their hard work and collaboration. We work hard together to make this project happen today. With RDA, the smart way to manage attendance. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Momani, for your beautiful video demonstration. And the last group of today is Pentrabok. That will present by Ms. Lei to do a live demonstration. Please welcome.
Your Excellencies, honorable guests, respected instructors, and fellow students, good afternoon. My name is Lei and it's a true honor to be on stage today. On behalf of the cybersecurity team, I proudly introduce Pentrabus, an AI-powered security testing platform that uncovers hidden risks across applications and source code, helping developers and organizations strengthen defenses against both external and internal threats. Ladies and gentlemen, you might be wondering, why does Pentrabus exist? Every time we sign into a web application, we hand over something valuable, our credentials, personal data, and trust. But how many of us have worried that one wrong click could expose everything? Or fear that our accounts, our information, or even our money could be stolen in seconds? I believe that's all of us, including me. And for developers and business owners, that fear is multiplied. One overlooked vulnerability could compromise thousands of user accounts, destroying hard-earned trust and reputation. According to the 2024 Cybersecurity Report, 74% of web applications containing personal data have at least one major vulnerability. A statistic reflects in real-world incidents as hospital lost patient records, bank face data breaches, and government websites are brought down by intentional cyber attack rather than system error. Modern application is deeply interconnected, meaning one overflow could trigger widespread damage. Developer build, security team defend, yet attacker exploit the blind spot between them. We don't lose because hackers are smarter. We lose because we cannot see what's happening inside our own system. While we cannot control every attack, we can control how to prepare by identifying weaknesses earlier. That's why PentraBox exists. To turn fear into action, a platform that will free you from security risks by simulating the attack, discovering weaknesses, and providing the solution. PentraBox simulates the attack, expose the weakness. To truly appreciate what PentraBox can do, you need to see it in action. Let's move from explanation to the experience. In the next few minutes, you will watch it simulate the attack, expose the weakness, and turn risk into solutions all in the time. I will walk you through our two main features, black box testing, which approach the application as an outside attacker with no insight into the internal code. The process begins by simply provide the target URL as our starting point to start the process. And from there, the AI automatically crawls to discovering all the pages, forms, and input fields. And then they find the weaknesses from those discovering structure of the website. And finally, we can test the injections by confirm the real security issues. Otherwise, we have our white box testing, which is the full transparency with full access to the code. So the process begins by securely uploading the code or connect with the GitHub repository. Once uploaded, we can scan the entire structure of the code in order to find the issues. And then the AI will suggest the solution to fix all those issues. And finally, you can download the changes or push it back directly to the GitHub repository. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Welcome to the PentraBox live demonstration. Every great experience starts here, our PentraBox landing page. It gives a glimpse into the purpose behind this project and what makes it unique. Since I already have access, I'm going to click on Get Started and take you straight into our main feature. Once inside, we arrive at the project overview. It's where you can monitor everything across the project. Scrolling down, you can see our two main features. So let's start testing with our black box. Here is the black box overview where you can see the summary card and also the list of the project. Now I'm going to create a new one. I'm going to input the project name and descriptions. Let's call it Hospital Website Testing. With the description, scanning the hospital website security. And click on Create. Let's open it up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where we can perform the actions of our black box testing. But before we can proceed any action, we need the most important part, which is the target URL. Now I have a target. I have found that this website is a hospital website that contains a lot of data of the patient, which is really important, including all the information of the patient and appointment and everything. This leads me to a question that what actually happened if someone could access and control into this website? So let our PentraBox do the work, and I'm going to scan this website together. I'm going to copy the target URL and moving on into our project. Here I'm going to input the target URL. And using the web crawl, we will try to scan this website together. Let's click on web crawl and start scan. Here it will automatically discovering all the pages, forms, and input fields that have in the website in order to construct a map. So let's give a crawler a few seconds to do it well and discover all the structure of the website. So, excellent. Here you can see a complete structural map of the website that each point represent the discover page or input field, and the line represent the relationship between each other, just like family tree, but for web pages. Scrolling to the right side, you can see the real-time analysis, which show the number of form input fields and also the weakness of the website. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very interesting because we know that this website has the weakness. So let's scrolling down and see what are those weaknesses. Oh, we can see the weakness is in the admin panel login page, which is really interesting. And here it becomes as the high risk. I'm going to switch into our testing mode, which is the payload injection, in order to test the real security issue. So let's click on test injection. Here we in our first step, which is select the input field. So I'm going to target the username field in the login page. And then I'm going to select the type of attack that we're going to do. First, actual injection. If we try to trick the user, it will trick the database into revealing or manipulating the data. And also XSS, which insert the malicious content or harmful content into the user browser. Since I want to work with the credential, I'm going to click on actual injection. I can manually add my own payload, but I want to demonstrate the strength of my AI, so I'm going to click on generate to let it generate the payload for me. Here, it generates the payload that fits into the context of the website of both. And here I'm going to save the payload and moving on to our step 3, which is test injection. So let's click on test injection. Here, it will automatically sending each payload into the username fields of the login page in order to test whether it really has the security issue or we can inject into that website. So we can see the test result with some payload is successful, mean that it's vulnerable. I'm going to copy this and test on the real site. Ladies and gentlemen, now we're going into the admin panel page of the hospital that I showed you previously. Now, I want to log in as the admin, but I don't have any password of this website, which means that I don't know the password. So I just type anything and click on sign in, and invalid username and password. Ladies and gentlemen, do you believe that I can actually log into this admin panel without knowing the actual password? So let our payload do the work. I'm going to pass our payload here, and then 3, 2, 1. Excellent. So we can successfully log into the admin panel page of the hospital, which is answer into our previous question that if anyone can log into or access into the website, they can control and manage everything inside this entire system. They can go into the patient and also call or do the social engineering to trick people for money, or more dangerously, they can go into the appointment and consult any schedule, change the date, or do anything that they want, which is very dangerous for the patients that trust that hospital website. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the problem that the developer forget one rule: never trust the input field. This is how our black box testing works. But not every weakness is visible from the outside. That's why we have our white box testing. So let's switch into our white box testing. Here we have seen the familiar project overview page, but we're doing different work, which is going directly into the source code rather than just doing with the target URL. So I'm going to create a new project. Let's call it Lunar Security Scan. With the description scanning the house rental application. And click on create. Okay, let's open it up. Ladies and gentlemen, this here we can perform in scanning our code. So under the Start Scanner tab, you have two options. option whether to upload the zip file or connect your GitHub repository. So I have a project that I built with my friend, so I'm going to just copy the credential. Here we have the target GitHub repository. I'm going to copy and paste the GitHub repository. This is the private repository, so we need the access token. When it is public, we don't need it. Here I'm going to pass and start pull the repository. Let's start scanning. Here, our system will start to cloning the repository in order to get all the files and start to extract all the files and dependency happening in the entire project in order to scan and find all the issue in the files and everything there in order to identify the bug and vulnerability. So the scanning is complete. You can see the scanning results with the security status, issue type, and every detail of the issue in detail. Now I want to go into examine what really happened in that issue and how can we fix that. I'm going to click on here and we move into our new feature, which is the deep viewer. It shows the entire structure of the code and also the side-by-side comparison between the original code and the AI suggestion code. So here you can see the problem is in our original code, and now I'm going to let the AI generate solution for us. I will click on AI generation, so it analyzes the security issue and providing the solution. So let's give it a second. Okay, so you can see the difference between original code and here is the improved code, which is changed from the hard code credential into the environment variable. So I'm going to click on confirm. And the code updated instantly. Here, after that, you can fix all the issue in the entire project and then download the zip file or put the changes directly back to the GitHub repository. This is how our white box testing works. Ladies and gentlemen, white box and black box testing working together in order to improve the security approach. So TentraBox is more than just a tool. It's your AI-powered security online. With black box testing, it's the external testing without knowledge of the source code to uncover vulnerabilities. And white box testing is the internal testing directly analyze the source code and fix issues. With these two features, we believe that security isn't just living in a fear of threats, but it's about having the clarity to see them coming. It's a future where developer and defender are no longer just react to attack, but anticipate them. Where visibility replaces vulnerability, and every system is truly secure. So before I conclude, I would like to acknowledge the incredible people behind this project, to our inspiring mentors, and our 5 dedicated teammates for your hard work and commitment throughout the whole project. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the Korea Software HRD Center for providing the opportunity to develop this project and helping us to enhance our IT skills. I would also especially thankful to our main sponsor, which is KSHRD Group and KB Financial Group, for your support and encouragement that motivate us to do the best. And I also extend my thanks to His Excellency Dr. Chia Van and KSHRD Fund for your support and your continuous support for us. I would also like to extend my special thanks to the Shunishan, a company specializing in IT security solutions and network-based information security software for your invaluable technical expertise and resource support. Together, we have transformed a bold vision into a powerful solution. We have proven that every challenge in cybersecurity can be converted into actionable defense, turning the risk we once feared into the security we now control. Thank you for your time, your attention, and your confidence in a safer digital future. Let's secure our web one patch at a time. TentraBox, simulate the attack, expose the weakness. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Leng Ching-Mani, for your wonderful live demonstration.